Hey YouTube, Joe Edelmann here again with something a little bit different. I'm going to be performing a cover of Thom Yorke's Has Ended from the Suspiria soundtrack at the end of this video, but first I thought I'd take the opportunity to quickly demo and review a neat little piece of gear that I received in the mail from a company called FiFine. This is the N5 4-channel line mixer. FiFine makes extremely affordable USB microphones and other pieces of audio gear. I've put a link to purchase the N5 on Amazon in the description, so if you like what you see here, please be sure to check that out. I'll start by saying that this is my first formal gear review, so I'll do my best to accurately but succinctly describe the key features of the N5 and show you how it sounds in context. Obviously, I'm a lover and user of audio gear of all shapes and sizes, so I'm genuinely curious to see how this thing works for me, and my hope is for all of you watching, again, I know a mix of musicians and non-musicians, is that you may learn a little something or find something you like that you might be able to apply to your own workflow. So what is the N5? It's described as an ultra-low noise 4-channel line mixer, and well, that's what it appears to be. On the top, you have 4 separate inputs, which can accept both balanced and unbalanced cable inputs. So either a stereo TRS, tip ring sleeve 1/4-inch cable, or your basic run-of-the-mill guitar instrument cable, which is TS, tip sleeve. And then those 4 channels are summed via the 4 level control knobs into a single channel of TRS output. It runs off of a 12-volt power adapter, which is included with the unit. It's very light, very small, and very portable, which is great. So why would you use a 4-channel line mixer? To be honest, I wasn't so sure before making this video. I'm much better acquainted with the world of microphone preamp-equipped live mixers and audio interfaces. But in my research, I either came across or brainstormed a few good ideas, but obviously this is not the full list. For one, these line mixers could be used to expand upon the capabilities of a larger or full-format mixer by allowing you to consolidate multiple inputs into a single preamp channel on the mixer. So for example, if you're a keyboard player and maybe you have multiple keyboards in your rig, you've got a digital piano, a polysynth, a monosynth, and you want to kind of clean those up, consolidate them together before running them into a single channel on the front of house or into your recording interface, you could use this unit to do that. For a similar idea, maybe you're an acoustic guitar player and your acoustic is equipped with a pickup, but you also have a microphone capturing sort of more that ambient sound or string noise, and you also want to consolidate those 2 sounds before sending them to the preamp, to the front. Another idea is, if you're using an MP3 player, a phone, a tablet, or a computer to play along with backing tracks, you could use this to combine backing track sounds with your own live instruments. Or lastly, what FiFine suggests is, you can use this to be the centerpiece of an impromptu jam session with your friends, assuming you have friends. You could be plugging in, multiple instruments and a microphone and sending them all together to a single PA speaker or a single amplifier. So before I get started with the demonstration, let me walk you through my signal chain. So firstly, I have my iPad, which is running the Funkbox Drum Machine app, really cool app, that I have set to a CR78 preset. I'm running a 1/8-inch TRS cable out of the headphone out of the iPad and adapting it into the N5 with a 1/4-inch adapter. Secondly, I have my lovely Dave Smith Instruments Prophet Rev 2 polysynth, which I'm going to be using for some pad and drone type sounds underneath my playing. Thirdly, I have this Squier P-Bass with flat wound strings, again being plugged directly into the N5 with a 1/4-inch cable. And then lastly, I have the microphone I'm using right now, the Electro Voice RE20, being run first through my guitar pedal board with an impedance matcher so that I can use some delay and looping effects in a second, and then being run with another 1/4-inch cable into the N5. All of these signals, after being combined in the N5, are running into a single channel of my Mackie Onyx 1620i Firewire mixer, which doubles as my ADA, interface for my computer. So let's run through each sound. I'll start with the drum machine. So a really wide and usable range of gain here. I mean, if you have different levels of signal, obviously the line out from the iPad is going to be a stronger level signal than your instrument level signal, say from this bass. But you have a really wide variety of gain on tap in each channel, which is great so that you can mix or balance those signals against each other. Next, let's listen to the synthesizer. Let's next listen to the bass. really clean. I was very pleasantly surprised with how, just plugging a direct in input like this bass, sounded. And again, you have that gain on tap. I could make that, much louder, by maxing the gain. So there's a lot of power in combining different levels of signal. And then lastly, obviously you've been hearing it this whole time, but my voice through the microphone into the mixer, also really good fidelity. In short, I think that this mixer is a very handy and very cost-effective tool. My only complaint would be that while it in general is very low noise, there's virtually no background hum or anything coming from the unit, and it's very transparent in terms of the gain that it provides. There is just enough of that noise when turning knobs that it makes it less useful for sort of live mixing type scenarios where you might have to make adjustments on the fly, and more for getting to a static mix or static combination of inputs, which is fine, but just a limitation in the use case for me. Surely there are more expensive and more feature-laden compact mixers out there, but sometimes this is all you really need, and you can't really beat the price. I could definitely see myself using it in scenarios where I might need to combine, inputs or consolidate inputs like drum microphones or synthesizers before reaching my interface or mixer because I'm limited in terms of the inputs that I have, or for more on-the-go or impromptu recording and performance applications, which is great. It is very portable. It is very simple to use and easy to set up. So thank you again to FiFine for sending me this N5 to demo and review. Thank you again for all of you for supporting my channel, and be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please enjoy this cover of Has Ended by Thom Yorke from the Suspiria soundtrack, performed using the FiFine N5 line mixer. See you soon.